gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the Newz beat presented to you by Ladies Like and Survivor. Follow the beat from the studio to the street. Info with the flow, keep you sharp and in the know. Sit back, relax, enjoy the news, follow. The Ebola epidemic is spreading much faster than expected. Entire nations and cities have been affected. A report from the World Health Organization confirmed 9,000 cases in the West African region.
There's been almost 4,500 deaths from the epidemic, also affected health workers and the medics. Over 400 health workers have been infected by the disease. Over 200 have died in service.
Nurses in Liberia staged a walk on their government, demanding higher pay and protective equipment for the risk of dealing with the disease with no vaccine, which also killed 7 out of 10 of its victims.
The government later released pay to avoid further crisis because the work done by these professionals is priceless.
At the moment, there are 1,000 Ebola cases a week in a region whose health systems are weak. Behavior change in cultural customs and rituals have been encouraged at gatherings and funerals.
But the survivors of the epidemic remain in dilemma, isolated from their communities by the stigma. Desert-dwelling Bedouins are known for their rich culture, but to the Eritreans, they are masters of torture. Bedouins kidnap the so-called better life seekers, torturing their men and raping their sisters. Treated like slaves without being given food or water, it has escalated into a modern-day disaster. The kidnapped Eritreans are kept in captivity until they get a ransom from the victim's family. It's horror and terror, from rape to killings. Torture chambers have now become familiar sightings. Women are separated from the men and gang raped by their captors, while the men face familiar horrors, buried in the sand, hung by their legs and hands. Some men are also branded by hot metal. The level of inhumanity is beyond abnormal, but the notorious Bedouins are just part of the problem. Human trafficking is a much larger system. When the poor families cannot pay their ransom, their captured relatives face a more terrible outcome. The Bedouins have also resorted to killing innocent migrants, removing and selling their kidneys and other organs. The Egyptian authorities have vowed to put an end to these atrocities, to free the captives and protect the rights of refugees. Adoption is a fast-growing industry in Uganda. Let's hear from our reporter Magda for more.
Uganda has a huge abandonment problem. Couple in beauties are getting rid of their children. Many newborns dumped in pit latrines, and many more were left on doorsteps of orphanages. Unfortunately, Uganda still has a limited child protection, and this has triggered the rise in child adoption and the sharp increase in adoption agencies which recruit children from many villages and slums. The child adoption bomb has now gone countrywide. Agencies can charge up to $35,000 per a child. The adoption process has now been compromised because the required documents can easily be falsified. Most parents don't understand the process of adoption. Some parents do believe it's a temporary situation, but some are part of the corruption that are in for the loot, like the so-called deceased mother who was found on Facebook. Holla, the Ministry for Children, Youth Affairs promised that the unlicensed homes and charities will be punished. Soliciting money for authors would not be tolerated. Proprietors of fake charities will be encapsulated.
Thank you, Magda, for that insightful report. Love is a feeling expressed in different forms. Through the ages, it has adapted to new norms, from the romantic poems of the medieval days to the new millennium love padlock craze. Believed to have come from the World War tale from Serbia, where another schoolmistress fell in love with a soldier. When Raja the soldier goes to fight in Greece, he never returns and finds himself a new miss. Nada never recovered, she stayed in a sorry state. Women in her town didn't want to suffer the same state. They would put their lover's name on the padlock and lock it on the bridge where Nada and Raja used to meet. In the rest of Europe, the love padlock mania is a tribute to 2 novels by Federico Morzio, where he mentions a romantic padlock scene on a romantic bridge. Now European bridges are under siege. In many countries, authorities have raised concern. They see it as a little of vandalism and want it down. But some authorities are reluctant to remove the padlocks because of their popularity with tourists and locals. That was the news on the beat. Next week will be another hit. Still Ladies Like
and Survivor,
reporting live and direct with love and respect. Follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat.
Follow the beat.
Follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat.
Follow the beat.